Hello everybody, it's so lovely to be back with you again. We are the Christchurch Schools team. I'm Wendy and this is the rest of the team. Now I want you to imagine you suddenly had to leave your home, but you could only take 3 things with you. What would be those 3 things that you might grab? For me, I would take this picture of my husband and my 2 daughters that we took on holiday. I would take these bangles that have all my children's names on and my husband's name. And I'd also take my laptop because I think I'd really struggle to be without that and those other 2 things. Those things are very important to me, and today we're going to be learning about how Christians believe that living as a friend of God is the most important thing in the world, even more important than all of these special things. In our story from the Bible today, Jesus is telling his friends a story.
Jesus said, "Living as a friend of God is like this." And then he told this story. There was once a man who was working in someone else's field. When suddenly he came across some treasure. He quickly buries the treasure again. And goes off and sells everything he has. And then he goes back and buys the field.
I wonder how you would feel if you found treasure whilst you were digging, maybe digging a sandcastle on a beach. In 2012, 2 friends called Richard and Reg were digging in a field on the island of Jersey. They found some hidden coins. Not 10, not even 20, but 70,000 coins. They were really old and worth about £10 million. Wow, hidden treasure. In our story from the Bible today, Jesus is telling his disciples a parable. A parable is a story which has a meaning or moral behind it. In this parable, there is an ordinary man who is digging in someone else's field. Suddenly he, like Richard and Reg, comes across treasure. This box of treasure is the best thing the man has ever found. It's worth so much. The man realises that nothing else matters. he must own the field that the treasure is in, so that he can own the treasure. The man sells everything he owns to buy the field. Jesus said that living as a friend of God is like that treasure. Christians believe that living as a friend of God is the most important thing in the world. Now, I want you to think of those 3 things that you said you would grab if you had to leave your house quickly. Something would have to be pretty amazing to be worth selling those 3 things. But what about everything you own? You'd have to sell all your toys, your sports stuff, your games, your console, your bike, your bed, your desk, your home, everything. Even the clothes that you were wearing. For me to sell my teddy, it would have to be a pretty important thing. The man in the story realised that the treasure was the most important thing to him. Christians believe that living as a friend of God is the most important thing in the world, worth giving up anything else for, even my teddy, my bike or my laptop. Christians believe that living as a friend of God is the most important thing in the world.
Hello everybody, my name is Jack and we are going to sing a song together. So I'm going to teach you some actions. So we're going to learn the actions to the song You Are in the City. So it goes like this. You are in the city, build some houses. You are in the country, grow a tree. You are in the classroom, so write on a piece of paper. And you are in the playground, shoot a hoop. Oh! Did it go in? Mine didn't. And we do that again. You are in the city. Why don't you join in? You are in the country. You are in the classroom. And you are in the playground. Then we go, oh, oh, where can I run away to? Oh, oh, for you will never leave me. Oh, oh, even in the darkness. Oh, oh, I can never hide from you. So when you do that one, it's a bit like a big cape. Imagine, oh. And then we go, you are everywhere. Do that again. You are everywhere. And then we go, powerful, invisible, incredible God, you're everywhere. Have you got that? Thumbs up if you have. Amazing. Let's sing together.
You are in the city, you are in the country, you are in the classroom, you are in the playground, you are in the city, you are in the country, you are in the classroom, you are in the playground. Oh, oh, where can I run away to? Oh, 'cause you will never leave me. Oh, and even in the darkness, oh, I could never hide from you. You are everywhere. You are everywhere. Powerful, invisible, incredible God, you're everywhere. You are in the city, you are in the country, you are in the classroom, you are in the playground, you are in the city, you are in the country, you are in the classroom, you are in the playground. Oh, where can I run away to? Oh, 'cause you will never leave me. Oh, and even in the darkness, oh, I could never hide from you. incredible God. So powerful, invisible, incredible God, you're everywhere.
I'm now going to ask you some questions so you can show me how well you've been listening. Now, I won't be able to hear your answers, but what you could do is discuss the answer with the person next to you. Or, teachers, you could pause the video, discuss the answer, then press play to hear the answer. Okay, so question number 1. In the story from the Bible, what did the man find in the field? That's right, he found hidden treasure in the field. Question number 2. What did the man in the story have to sell to own the box of treasure? Yes, he had to sell everything he owned. Okay, my final question, question number 3. What have we learned about what Christians believe? Christians believe that living as a friend of God is the most important thing in the whole world.
To finish our assembly, I'm going to say a short prayer for us all. So please close your eyes so that you're not distracted. And if you agree with what I'm saying, then let's all say amen together at the end. Dear God, thank you so much for this school. Thank you that we have learned from this story that Christians believe that living as your friend is the most important thing in the world. Please bless every child and every member of staff in this school. Amen. Thank you so much for having us today. See you again soon.